Let's solve number of islands using DFS. We have given a grid full of ones and zeros. 1 represents the land and 0 represents the water, and we have to count the number of islands in a grid. So this 4 1 makes 1 island, this 1 makes second island, and this 2 1 makes third island. Total we have 3 islands. We loop through each cell in the grid, and if we find 1, we start the DFS to explore the entire island. Now DFS goes into 4 directions: top, right, bottom, and left. For this cell, top and left are out of bound, so we move in the right direction. And before we move to the right direction, we have to mark this cell to 0 to avoid revisiting to this island. Now from here, we are simply going to repeat this same step. On the right hand side, there is a water, so we avoid that cell. We move to the bottom. From this cell, we can't move to right either. We can move to the bottom, so we move to the left hand side. From this cell, we are blocked by all 4 directions. Means we have finished our first DFS iteration. So we increment the count by 1. Now we ignore all of this cell as this cell contains water. When we reach to this cell, we increment our count by 2 as we are blocked by all the 4 directions. And then we perform the DFS on bottom 2 cells and increment the count. So in total, we found 3 islands. We start with a variable to keep the track of count. Then we loop through each cell and perform the DFS. And then we increment the count by 1. Add this condition to make sure we perform the DFS only on the land. Create a DFS function with current row and column. If current cell is out of bound or it is a water, we simply return. Now simply perform the DFS in all 4 directions. And before perform the DFS, mark the current cell to be 0 to avoid revisiting. And at the end, return the result. The algorithm visit each cell, so time and space complexity would be big of row into column. Thank you guys.